This is the Leica 50mm F1 Noctilux. And this is the Leica 50mm F1.2 Noctilux reissue. And today we're going to be taking a hands-on look at both of these lenses. Released in 1966, the original F1.2 Noctilux was discontinued after 9 years and was replaced by the F1 Noctilux, which remained in production for just over 3 decades. In 2021, Leica reissued the F1.2 Noctilux, and that's what we're going to be taking a look at today. First off, let's compare their size. The F1.2 Noctilux measures just under 6.1 centimeters wide, while the F1.0 Noctilux comes in at just over 6.8 centimeters wide. So that's a 0.7 centimeter difference between them in terms of width. When it comes to height, the F1.0 Noctilux comes in at just over 6.2 centimeters tall, while the F1.2 Noctilux comes in at just over 5.2 centimeters tall. So that's a 1 centimeter difference. And in the hands, those differences are significant. The F1.0 Noctilux comes in at 596 grams, while the F1.2 Noctilux comes in at 404 grams, which is just about 1/3 lighter. When mounted onto the camera, the F1 is just over 1.2 kilograms, and the F1.2 weighs just about 1 kilogram. When out making pictures, I generally consider setups under 1 kilogram to be really lightweight, and with anything heavier, you do begin to feel it more on the shoulder. So the F1.0 Noctilux does cross that threshold. And here's what their differences look like when mounted onto the camera. In terms of balance, while the F1.0 is weighty, it does feel balanced in the hands. It's not front heavy like the F0.95 Noctilux, and the center of gravity of it sits really nicely in the middle, so it feels really nice. In comparison, the F1.2 Noctilux definitely feels less weighty, and it's easier to hold with just one hand. In terms of feel, the aperture ring clicks really nicely on both lenses, and they're both a joy to use. For the copy that I have, the F1.2 Noctilux is slightly looser, while the aperture ring on the F1.0 Noctilux is slightly tighter. But when it comes to their focusing rings, there is a significant difference between them. The focusing ring of the F1.2 Noctilux feels really nice and smooth, but the Noctilux feels slightly stiff. Now this differs from copy to copy, and I've tried a few of these Noctiluxes over the years, and they've all felt slightly different. Some are okay, but some are really tight and don't do minute adjustments well. So that's something you'd want to take note of. If you're considering the F1.0 Noctilux, be sure to try the focusing ring out in person. But if you're looking for a vintage wide aperture 50mm lens, I don't think either of these lenses would disappoint. That's all for today's video. If you want to watch more hands-on videos like this, subscribe and I'll see you in the next video.